Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Saturday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Cheers, everyone. I did some digging in my own collection. I'm choosing today albums that I have in my collection that I never listened to, or that I've never listened to. There's so many. I've discovered a ton that I either bought or was given, kind of just sat there. You know, you buy something, you listen to it once, you go on and buy more stuff. That gets kind of pushed aside. I found at least 20, and probably more, that I've owned, never listened to, and kicked myself in the butt of why I didn't listen to these albums, because a lot of them are fantastic albums. So I'm just going to quickly go through them. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each album for time, because again, there's quite a few. But I thought it was a cool exercise, and everyone should do it if they have a fairly decent large collection. You'd be surprised what you find and what you discover. And now I've got a ton of stuff more to listen to that I should have listened to when I first got it. So right off the bat, this is my only album of this genre. This is this is hard to pronounce for me. Osibisa. This is Osiba Rock. My first genre of Afrobeat. These guys, this is the 6th album by these guys. Afro Rock, 1974 release. Yeah, nice, awesome music. Not my cup of tea, but I'm definitely going to give this one a listen and enjoy it for what it is, for sure. But again, it's the only album I have of this genre, but I'm glad I found it. And it's just sitting in my collection, doing nothing. This guy's been around forever. This is more of a, I don't know, this is definitely a crooner type of album, but it's still good. This is Mitch Ryder, What Now My Love, by Mitch Ryder himself, one of his solo albums. 1967 release on Dynavoice Records. Awesome vocalist. Great 60s sounding album. Again, a crooner type of album. It's got some rock elements to it. And yeah, I think this was part of a album package that I was given, like a bunch of albums, and I just kind of set it aside. And I saw the name and I said, oh, okay. But then once I started listening to it, it's a really nice album for sure. This one here, I don't know why I didn't listen to it way before I just rediscovered it. This is Shades Apart and Save It. I love that cover. Yeah, Shades Apart. Great alt rock band. Shades Apart. New Jersey art rock band. This is 1995 release. Save It. Lots of heavy riffs, tight rhythms, great guitar work, awesome vocals, awesome songs. Really good stuff. Happy to find it and rediscover it. And I've really been enjoying this one for sure. Really enjoying this one, as well as this one here. This is Chris Spedding and his album Hurt. Chris Spedding, English guitarist and session player. He produced actually the first Sex Pistols album, which is kind of interesting. This is 1977's album Hurt. Really rockin' and guitar driven album. Again, I don't know why I haven't listened to this one sooner, but real enjoyable stuff. Great shape. Yeah. hurt. Surprising what you find when you look through your collection, for sure. The Scenics, kind of a post-punk underground band. Underneath the Door, it's called. Canadian band from Toronto, 1980 released. Art rock, post-punk, really, really good stuff, the Scenics. Again, why did I wait so long to listen to this one? I kick myself every time I go through this exercise and say, why am I buying more stuff when I've got all these excellent albums in my collection? This is Asylum, another band from Toronto. Glam rock band. 3 guys. Looks like a female in the front, but it's not. It's, yeah. Glam rock, rock pop. Really, really good album. Really good album. I don't think they put out a lot of albums, but Asylum, check them out for sure. Going to another Canadian band. This is Scribble Kane and their album Round 1. It's on the Victor label. Scribble Kane from Calgary. This is the only album that they put out, 1973's release. Sorry for the glare, Scribble Kane. Paul Dean features in the Who, played guitar for Streetheart and Loverboy. Main guitarist for Loverboy. Really good rockin' album. It's catchy. It's hard to describe, but it's a really good album. Really good album. Jeremy Spencer live in the studio. This is a fairly new album too. I think I picked this up when I was digging. He was the original guitarist for Fleetwood Mac way back. One of the original founding members. This is 2020 release of him live in the studio. Full of blues, great slide work. Again, how did I miss this one? How did I miss this one, for sure? The Raiders, Indian Reservation. They dropped their name to the Raiders, but it's on that Columbia label. 1971 release. New name for Paul Revere and the Raiders. But, yeah. You got Indian Reservation, Birds of a Feather, Just Remember You're My Sunshine, Prince of Peace, Shape of Things to Come. That's a famous song for sure. But fantastic shape. Again, I've just discovered all kinds of new stuff to listen to, for sure. This is a cool one. This is Leon Russell and Mark Beno, A Silent Choir, Part 2. There is a Part 1 out there, but I don't have it. Of course, lots of awesome keyboards and great playing. Rock and blues, country blues, 1969 release of this one. That, again, I've just had sitting there. Don't know why. As well as this one here. This is Terry Reid and Rogue Waves. It's on the Purple Capital label. Terry Reid, great guitarist, English rock singer, rock guitarist, and amazing singer, and really good guitarist as well. Nice looking album as well. This guy's been around forever, and it's the only album I have with him, but great guitar-driven album. As well as these guys. Another Canadian band. This is Reckless. Lead singer Jan Mellison. Beautiful vocals. Beautiful personality as well. They've got hard rock, almost heavy metal, hard, again, rockin' album, hard rock album. Yeah, from Toronto, I believe it is. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Reckless. Just like it's amazing what you find. This is Raphael Ravenscroft, sorry. Her father didn't like me anyway. Great jazz saxophonist. I don't know where I got this one. Jazz and Pop, 1979 release. He played that famous sax version on Jerry Rafferty's Baker Street. He played the sax solo on that one. I think with Pink Floyd as well. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, great. There's the sax there in the bed. Yeah, awesome album. Don't have a lot of jazz, and that's glad I have that one. As well as this guy here. This is a cool album. Rediscovered. I've been listening to this one quite a bit. This is Eric Ambel and Roscoe's Gang. Okay. This is in the same vein as Niels Lofgren, Steve Earle, that type of thing. American folk rock and art country. 1988 debut album, solo album. Roscoe's Gang. Really, really good album. Happy to find it. Wow. Any Trouble? I've listened to this one when I first got it, but it's been a couple years since I've listened to it. Great alternative new wave band. Where All the Nice Girls, it's called. Where Are All the Nice Girls? Debut 1980 release. Kind of post-punk, punk, new wave. Just, yeah, good album. Good album, fun album. This is Jan Ackerman. I think I'm selling that right, Jan or Jean. He was the lead guitarist for Focus. Then he left, went on a solo career. It's kind of progressive rock, jazz, fusion, rock and blues. This is a live album by him. It's really, really good. Really good album. I'm pretty impressed. He's quite the guitar player for sure. This is Automatic Fine Tuning, or AFT. I used to listen to this one when I first got it. It's probably 3 years since I've listened to this one. It's an instrumental, progressive rock, 1976 release. Remarkable album. Just remarkable album. I love it. Boyer and Talton and the album Cowboy. This is a fine album. Country rock, folk rock, so well sung, so well played. Kind of Eagle-ish type of thing, but really, really good stuff. They've got a fair amount of albums out themselves. This is Michael Cassidy, Nature's Secret. Really good album. Again, another folk rock, psychedelic, folk. Great sounding album. It takes you on a journey for sure. But I'm happy to find it in my collection. And finally, this is Kenny Vance, or the album Vance 32. Kenny Vance, his first solo album. He was from Jay and the Americans, so it's kind of pop folk, doo-wop, kind of but brought into the 70s. So he brings that 60s sounds into the 70s, and a lot of the album is like that. It's not a bad album at all, but it's cool to have in my collection. So there you have it, guys. Go digging in your collection, see what you find. You might find some amazing stuff in there, as I did, and I've got a ton to listen to now. So there you have it. Have yourself a wonderful day. Stay safe. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.